Monika. Can you tell me a little bit about how you started in making jewelry? What made you, what attracted you to this world?
What attracted me? It's when I was 17, I had to choose a profession or studies. So my father was quite somebody who dreams that all his children make studies. I was not very good in theoretical works, but I was like every German girl, have had some artistical tendency, or not, I don't know what I can say. But so they asked me what I want to do, and we find the jewelry design in Pforzheim. But I never have had any jewelry in my childhood. I was not I was not a girl, I was more like a boy who's.
Yeah.
So it was not an attraction to jewelry at the end, when I think about it. So I have made the preparation courses in Pforzheim, and as well I saw that I was really young with 17, 18 years. I think that it was a good choice to say to me that I have nothing to say in the moment, and that I need to go away to look for the world. And it really, when I was coming to France 12 years later, in 19, I have really choice to make jewelry, because it was the only thing I know in the art world. Because I don't think that I really I don't have any I don't have any facility to draw or to paint things like this. So coming back to the jewelry and when I was in Pforzheim together with the people like Wilhelm Matta, Manfred Bischof, and then I never saw the normal jewelry or the traditional jewelry. I saw immediately what is contemporary jewelry.
Yeah. Your jewelry has a very personal feeling to it. It's with the fingerprints and in the texture. I don't know. Can you explain a little bit more about this work over here?
Yes, the fingerprints was not the most important things in the first way. And in the way, it's not the fingerprint. When I was beginning to make this work, it was only because I have made a stupid piece of metal with very much hole in it. And everybody said to me, "Oh, this is very nice. It remembers me a thimble. We could call fingerhood or dé à coudre in French." So I was quite not very happy about it. So, but in a way, it was what they have seen in it, and it was, I think, now in 92, something like this. And this gives me also the explanation that I can make something when the people see something in it. And I must deal now with that, with in the end, I must deal with what they see. And then this gives me also the possibility to understand that it's the finger, it's a special finger, it's always of the middle finger, this fingerhood or the thimble. And as well, it was a kind of beginning. For the end, I made works around the middle finger, about the tip of the finger. So it's the middle finger because it's always related on the thimble. So, of course, then, because I use the fingerprint, you have my fingerprint, but it's always because I say that it's the tip of the finger, it's related with the technique of the sewing. It's as well related of the woman, because you have only the golden thimble in the haute couture of France, and you have more men than women in it. But in the end, it's an object who has lost completely the existence in the world. So I can, how said François to me, you can explode wood or the thimble. At the end, it was possible to explode it, to put the weight to have a ring.
Make it into a ring.
Because now you don't use it anymore, so you can do what you want with it. And this was for me also the possibility to make, and this I think it was quite, because I have had an exhibition in an art museum, and then I learned French. So you must understand that I must often look to a dictionary to understand the words, and then I begin to work work with the words. Because a thimble is also a little glasses.
Yeah.
So you drink in my finger at the end. So it was a possibility to use the etymology of words to make, in a way, they must be, yes, in a way, perfect or perfect, perfect. Or they must have a quality as an object as well, but it's not the object I'm interested in. It must come out from an idea who I think in a way goes around, I hope, all the work I have done, because if I'm not that, I'm very interested in sewing, but at the end I make sewings as well. So it's not because I have made the finger tips, because I have made brooches, and a brooch is really a mark on the body. Yes. So I can go forward every time to look. And I think it's only, sometimes I change the point of view when I look through my works. I not only look in the front, you must look, I think, a little bit at the half, and to look behind, and then you can see more or other kind.
Can you explain here why you have sewn in, let's say, embroidered
yes,
the clothing?
This work was. This is what I have made last year, but the beginning of the series is in 2000, something like this, when I was in Switzerland. Mm-hmm. And I was invited in Switzerland for 6 months. So the idea was to go there and to do nothing or to do holidays. Mm-hmm. And I have to bring with me nothing from the jewelry world. I have bring with me a sewing machine, because for me it was important to make my collection of dresses once more. But at the end I was beginning to make really a work about the dress like the body.
How do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself an artist, a craftsman, woman, a designer? What word would you use to describe yourself? Or all these things together? Nothing of this.
No, I think to describe me then an artist, it's quite very arrogant, because I think the word artist has for me a very it's included more than only make painting or sculpture, things like this. And in French it was quite easy to find it. I don't consider me like, I like the word goldsmith. But I don't think that is, when you make the translation in French, it's don't work together. A goldsmith is an orfèvre. Yes, okay, I don't call me bijoutier, who is very, 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 I think, ugly, like a word. It don't sound very nice for me. But this is only the sound of the word bijoutier. So I make jewel, of course, but I have found now to give me the word of plastic. We have created in France a very funny word. It's called plasticien. Or plasticienne. Okay. It's not somebody who wrote the last inscription with the word in the history, and the plasticien gives me the possibility to come out in the contemporary work.
Okay, Monika, thank you very much.
As well for me.